sports presentation of the WNBA. It's the Golden State Valkyries. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
And this game, the closer for these two teams, regular season. Incredible how fast the season goes by.
I mean, the WNBA season can fly by in such a hurry. It brings such an urgency to every game played.
And these teams have a lot to look forward to. We've seen them make some big strides, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to come.
Drains the three-pointer.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Outside Evans.
There's a screen by Billings. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Now here's Allen.
Tight defense on her. It's up and it's off the mark. One up, one not down. Pass to Bickle.
Get outside!
Here's Dodikish.
Bickle.
And here's James.
She sinks the 11-footer.
Very well done. Confident and composed, as always.
Here's Williams. Williams sets the screen. Outside Evans.
This one for 3. Yes, and it's Billings picking up the assist.
Confident shot from Evans. Loves putting it up. Believes in herself.
And in the first, little over a minute and a half in. Now James.
For 3. The shot misses.
Outside Williams.
Pass to Allen. Now here's Billings. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's all knotted up.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Now here's Egbo. Here's James.
Launches a 3.
Bickle, and it's good.
Nice kick out after the D. It collapsed on her.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Williams.
Five to shoot. Top of the key.
It's hauled in by Parks.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Here's Parks.
From the yard.
They grab their own miss.
And the shot goes in.
Well, defensively, the possession doesn't end until you secure the board, especially when a player like Queen Egbo is out there.
Pass to Allen. Wide open.
It's hauled in by Parks.
One of the steadiest guards in the league, guys. It's got to be Lindsay Allen.
Well, she consistently gives you 3 assists per game. She can start or come off the bench. She's a former second-round pick who has made a nice impact.
A tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
Now here's Williams.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Pass to Billings. Evans.
To halt the run.
Egbo pulls it in.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Parks. Here's James.
Wing shot on the way. Another miss for her. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Valkyries. Lee. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so she hits them both.
And here's James.
Watches it.
The Valkyries pull it in.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Now here's Billings. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Now here's Allen.
Defense right on her.
Well, that's just excellent perimeter defense right there.
Pass to James. And here's Parks.
No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Outside Evans.
Out to the right wing.
Outside Williams. Here's Billings.
Lots of room. Good as the jump shot falls.
Maybe not the player you expect to take the J off the catch. Billings, she might have caught him by surprise.
Pass to Dickel. And here's Parks. Now James. Now here's Egbo.
Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
A throwback in today's game. Egbo excels around the hoop, doesn't venture too far away from the rim.
Pass to Evans.
Here's Williams.
Outside Evans.
Let's go with a 3.
It's hauled in by Parks.
Well defended that time. She's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when she's ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and you can see that they recognize that. They're not going to let her get easy shots.
Pass to Egbo. Kish.
Good on the triple.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Now here's Allen.
Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Williams sets the screen. Here's Allen.
The 3 is up.
It's hauled in by Parks.
Well, you have to like the work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. You kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom. You know, it's just terrific positioning on her part to get the rebound. You know, she might not have the size or the height, but she's got plenty of smarts.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Allen. Now here's Williams. Off target from 3-point range.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Evans misses. Here's James. She's guarded by Billings. Now Bickle. Pass to James. Kish.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Now they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of the last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's the break. Here's James. And the layup is good.
They've yet to string many stops together, and they're going to have to if they want a chance to really win this game.
Yeah, defensively, they have been more than a step slow.
Here's Evans. Pass to Allen.
Here's Billings.
To end the drought.
Williams can't get it to go. Here's Kish.
9 points in the game.
And here's James.
Here's the floater. And the layup layup is good.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Now here's Evans. Baseline jumper. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 16. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second.
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
The 3, Kayla Thornton. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Here's Dodikish. Pass to Ball Queen. Nailed from three-point land.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Here's Zandalasini. Clock at 6. Tiffany Hayes for 3. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
An automatic answer from Hayes. Her efficiency is so impressive.
From deep. And the basket by Ball Queen.
Great job from beyond the arc this quarter. Shooting just about 60% for the game total. You heard me right. 60%. 6-0.
Now here is Hayes. Zandalasini. She's covered by Brown. Pass to Hayes. Lets the 3 fly. Ball Queen with the rebound.
A solid performance inside. Their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Now here is Hayes. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. Defended by Ball Queen. The layup off target.
Typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
2 points. That one goes in.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Now here's Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Zandalasini Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice low post offense.
Pass to Ball Queen. And there's the pick from past the arc. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
Now here's Williams.
There's a screen by Billings.
Lets it fly. And she can't bank that one in.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Here's the Valkyries with the ball.
Man, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Allen. Here's the 3. Brown grabs the board.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Williams with it. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Thornton. Off target at the rim.
Now Doty Kish.
She's got 9. They set the pick. To the left side wing. Ball Queen with the ball. Williams there. Buries the long-range jumper.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Allen.
Now here's Billings. There's a screen by Billings. Valkyries with another miss.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Ball Queen with the ball. She's guarded by Williams.
Hendricks.
Tried to bank it in, but misses. They've been looking out of sorts here in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient and find a high percentage shot.
They set the screen. Pass to Williams. Inside. Brown grabs the board. Three-pointer. The rebound by Thornton.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
And Williams gets it to go.
They love to see that from Williams, utilizing her outside shot and stretching the defense.
Now a decade in this league, Kayla Thornton gives this team experience.
Flexibility, too. I mean, she's had different roles in the W from starter to bench scorer. But Thornton is a great example for younger players that your game and your role can consistently evolve.
Now here is Thornton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Got a hand on it.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State retaining possession.
So both teams making some changes here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. Here's James. 6 points for her. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Pass to Evans.
And she lobs up towards the rim.
Oh, yeah, you can see the vision. It's excellent for Jada Evans.
And here's James. 8 points for her. Here's Bickle.
She's guarded by Williams. Here's James. Hits it from three-point range.
When they've gone to her, she's come through. Keep getting her touches.
Outside Evans. It's Lindsey Allen on the wing.
Defended by Ball Queen. Pulls up from the top of the key.
Misses for the 5th time this game. Marker as 1 for 6.
Now James. 11 points in the game.
Egbo, no good. And here's Golden State.
Outside Williams. Pass to Billings. Evans.
Yes, and it's Billings picking up the assist.
Oh, straight up, the defense, they cannot let Evans get breathing room, but this is going to happen from deep.
Now here's Ball Queen. She's got 9. Here's James.
Now Parks. Pass to James.
The three-pointer is on target.
She's really getting it going from downtown. That's her second three-pointer here in the second quarter after having none in the first.
Now here's Allen.
Here's Williams. Billings. Here's Evans.
First personal foul.
Here's James.
14 points for her. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock.
Pass to Bickle.
Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. Pass to Allen. Fires from deep.
Egbo pulls it in. Here's Bickle. Here's Dodikish.
From deep three-point range.
And so it's Golden State with it.
Here's Allen. Williams. Pass to Evans.
And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Valkyries able to keep possession.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a three.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Now James. She's got 14.
Pass to Dodikish.
Banked in off the glass.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Now here's Williams. Allen. From downtown.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State retaining possession.
Valkyries ball.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Evans.
5 shots without a make. A ragged start coming out of halftime.
Dana Evans can't get that one to fall. Pass to Dodikish.
Now James. To the right side.
Bickle. Evans covering. And the basket by Dodikish.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's the Valkyries with the ball.
Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Williams.
Now here's Billings. There's a screen by Billings.
Shot clock at 5. Down low.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
At home down low, Monique Billings.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Dodikish.
14 points for her. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Williams.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Williams sets the screen. Pass to Allen. 13 feet out. Egbo pulls it in. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. She's made the most of her chances, hasn't she? She needs to keep on working to get these good looks.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Outside Evans. There's the 3. She can't get that one.
Well, she had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's happened for her since then beyond the arc.
Bickle. Monique Billings with some nice D. And here's Golden State.
Pass to Williams.
Outside Billings.
Williams sets the screen. Here's Allen. And they force a shot clock violation. Great defense.
When you look at the different rosters around the league, the average age is starting to feel younger.
Yeah, and with the salary cap and how it's set up, you need players on those rookie scale deals, so teams might hold on to a younger player versus go with the vet.
No doubt. It's how you get the numbers to work. Teams go young to try to find gems as well and see how they can develop stars.
And here's James.
She's got 16.
Pass to Bickle.
Shoots the 3.
And it's Parks missing. Allen with it.
Now here's Williams.
Williams sets the screen. Here's Allen.
To the paint. And Williams gets it to go.
Well, if she can get inside, Gabby Williams is very consistent.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Out to the wing. Now James.
Pass to Dodikish.
Buries it from three-point range.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. Count it.
Really, that's her strong suit, the ability to find a way through the D and finish at the rim.
Pass to James.
Over to the left wing. Here's Egbo. Uncovered, and she gets it to go.
And that's the shot that can completely open up the offense for Egbo. That mid-range J could set her apart.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Evans.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. There's a screen. To the middle. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
And that's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed play on the low block. I love that.
Me too. It's old-fashioned. Reminds me of when we played. I mean, old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it's working well.
Here's James.
16 points for her. Drills the three-pointer.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Outside Evans. To the inside. Makes it off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Here's Dodikish.
20 points for her.
Up top, Egbo.
2 minutes.
Pass to James.
The three.
The Valkyries pull it in.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
She's guarded by Egbo.
Misses the baby hook.
Here's Bickle. Pass to Dodikish.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Until she cools off, I'd keep the ball right in her hands.
And here's Golden State. Here's Allen. Outside Billings.
The three. And Williams gets it to go.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Here's Dodikish.
She's got 23.
Pass to James. Bickle. Here's Dodikish.
They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Evans. 8 points for her. Williams can't get it to go. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now James. She's got 16.
Pass to Dodikish.
Brings it from beyond the arc.
Well, get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. 1 here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Ball queen with the ball. Well, the draft takes place right before the regular season, and it's fun to see these players get right into their pro careers.
Unlike the NBA, we get to see the collegiate stars that were born in March join the WNBA while they're still hot. It's a chance to see college stars immediately after a great run.
I love it. You have a great March, as you said, and you go right into the WNBA season. You get drafted right after that national semifinal and final. It's awesome. And it's also a giant test, though, for rookies. I mean, they're playing that college season, then an extra set of 40-plus pro games, which we know are so much more taxing than a college game. I mean, it's a big-time challenge.
Takes a step back. Outside Williams. The three-pointer off the mark.
And here's Golden State.
Here's Zandalasini. Pass to Williams. And here's Zandalasini. Gets to the corner and hits it.
And Williams is the type of playmaker who elevates those around her. Someone you always want to play with.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Brown. The three-pointer off the mark.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Pass to Williams. From deep. Drops in the tray.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Thornton, left side. Off on the layup. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Strickland.
Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
She placed that pass right out in front of her and just let her run into it.
Pass to Zandalasini. Williams cans it from downtown.
We're seeing her bring that shooting percentage up now, which is good to see because the first half was a real struggle for her.
And the basket is good.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Here's Zandalasini. Now here is Thornton. And she banks in the layup.
Little bit of physicality from Thornton, getting her shot to go.
Count that bucket.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last three buckets have come by way of an assist.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
And another basket for Golden State.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
Williams can't get it to go.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the glass. They came out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Pass to Zandalasini. Fires the three. That one, no good.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
She's guarded by Williams. Lexi Brown on the wing. It's hauled in by Tiffany Hayes.
Well, she's a player who, with the wide open look, will rarely miss.
And here's Zandalasini
With the shot.
Valkyries with another miss.
Yeah, she found herself in space and just rushed the shot a little bit. She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Thornton.
Will it go?
And again, Golden State no good.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
And out of bounds, the Valkyries will take it.
Valkyries ball. Into the Valkyries. Lee, Monique Billings, Dana Evans, Lindsay Allen.
Golden State with the ball. Outside Evans.
Pass to Williams. And the three off target. Inside.
Strickland.
It's good for her 8th straight basket in only 8 attempts.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
To the paint. Sinks that one from the post.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Pass to Brown. For 3.
The Valkyries pull it in.
Well, they're in the lead, but she's still been frustrated offensively.
Now Billings. Allen, defended by Ball Queen.
Now here's Evans.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Allen. Over Ball Queen. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And here's Brown. Here's Williams. Over to the wing. Now Ball Queen. Off target with the 3. On the wing, Dana Evans. She's guarded by Williams. Outside Evans. Pass to Billings. Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Billings.
And when you allow Williams to find her comfort zone, she will torch you, as you can see here tonight.
Now here's Williams. And here's Ball Queen. And she's good on the 3 ball.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Back to Evans.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Don't be fooled by Evans' 5'6" height. Dana can more than hold her own around the hoop.
Outside Williams. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. And it's Billings with the rebound.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. She might want to avoid that shot for a while.
And a miss there on the triple.
And you look at the growth of the WNBA. Incredible numbers all over the board the last few years.
Recently, the league saw highs in viewership and attendance. The WNBA was the fastest growing league brand as well.
It feels like there's been a tipping point reached. I mean, the WNBA has a lot of momentum at the moment, and they've done their best to take advantage of it.
to Bickle. Ball clean. And here's Bickle. Now Brown. Ball clean with the ball.
No good on the three.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Outside Evans. Just 4 to shoot. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Awesome job capitalizing inside. Dana Evans pushing through the physicality.
Here's ball queen.
I got it. Get ball. On the paint. Eyes on the paint. Hey, listen yourself. Hey. I see you.
And so they get the victory here at home tonight. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
Aiming for the stars. If you choose, save it for the bars. Grapes in the fruit fight, save it for the jars. Jam that I made me famous for the cars. Yeah, certified stunner. You know this is a certified stunner. Get enough to live cash, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. You know this is a certified stunner. Get enough to live twice, you a newcomer.
It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody.
We've got the Phoenix Mercury.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. Well, for the 2025 season, the WNBA made some changes to their playoff format.
Yeah, the best-of-3 first-round series now follow the 1-1-1 schedule, which increases travel but assures that every team gets a home game.
Yeah, I love that. You know, you guarantee now that every team that makes the playoffs, their home fans will get a playoff game. It wasn't like that before. The other big thing is they expanded the finals format, going from best-of-5 to best-of-7, which has a 2-2, 1-1-1 structure, with the higher seed hosting games 1, 2, and then 5 and 7 if necessary.
Well, when Sheldon hits that, it extends the defense, opens up driving lanes, which is exactly what she wants.
Now here's Brown.
Not a lot of room. And off target as she starts the game 0 for 1. Charles,
She's covered by Copper.
shoots a fader. That one goes. Count it.
It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. Thomas outside. Pass to Brown. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Right through the defense. Great work, Kalani Brown.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter.
Sheldon gets the buckets.
Nice low post offense.
Here's Copper. Up top, Thomas. That three off the mark.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Basket good.
Looking good so far. Made all 4 of their shots to get it going.
Now Thomas. Pass to Copper. Now Thomas. Now here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks a three-pointer.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
Sheldon outside.
They set the pick from deep. Puts up a 3. That's good, and she's now 3 for 4 from the floor.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
Now here's Copper.
Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
A little overly ambitious that time. Trying to hit a shot in the face of that team.
Outside Charles. Drills it from outside.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Here's Copper. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thomas over Charles.
Thomas no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Charles. She's got 7.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. Brown, back to Copper.
Shot to stop the run. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Well, the growth that Kalia Copper has shown over her career is remarkably incredible. She never stopped looking for ways to sharpen her skills. And all of that hard work, it's really paid off, guys.
And the first one falls for her.
You know, Kalia Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
So she hits both. Sheldon with it. 8 points for her. And here's Swish. Let's go. Brown grabs the board.
And you look at 6'7" Kalani Brown. She's one of the most efficient players in the W.
I mean, you look at offensive rating. She led the league in it in 2023. Brown is well over 50% for her career from the field. She uses her size and skill to dominate the paint.
More on the shot clock. And again, Phoenix no good.
Sheldon outside.
Back to Charles. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
She's 5 for 5 now to start. Looks to be headed for a huge game.
They're going to want to think about throwing a few different looks at her early on if she continues to shoot like this.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Charles. Good on the triple.
She's the main reason they have the lead right now. She's been perfect from the field. She has not missed one, literally perfect.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Thomas, guarded by Charles. Leah Copper for three. After two misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
As competitive as they come, Talia Copper with the response triple.
Here's Sheldon.
She's got 8. Scott.
That one's good, and it's Jason Sheldon with the dime.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Tough to guard a team when they can space it out like this, am I right?
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Phoenix. And the basket is good.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Back to Thomas. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, you know, unlike other wings, Thomas makes her money inside, not taking those long jumpers.
Pass to Swish. Thomas comes with the double team. Here's Dolson.
Sheldon outside.
Good on the three-point shot.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here's Thomas. Back to Bonner. This one for 3. And it's Dolson with the rebound.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Pass to Sheldon.
Lets it go from deep. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting hot, 71%. 5 for 7. Now Thomas. Six to shoot. Does not find the basket. Her 3rd miss, and she's just made 1 thus far.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Pass to Sol. Here's Sheldon.
The 3 ball. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
The Mercury with another miss.
And here's Sol.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here's Thomas. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Swish can't hit. And here the Mercury. Back to Bonner. Pass to Thomas. Soft touch off the glass.
Really, that's her strong suit, the ability to find a way through the D and finish at the rim.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Delivering the blowout. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway.
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Now here's Swish. The three drills the three-pointer.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Bonner. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's off from three-point range.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
Now here's Swish. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
She's got such a quick trigger from that range when she senses defenders have backed off her.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Bonner outside. From 20 feet out. And again, Phoenix no good.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
And just about the oldest player in the league, Delana Bonner is not slowing down, fellas.
I mean, just watch her. She's facing off with players, some of which are 15 years younger than her. And you never guess that with how well Bonner moves.
Now here's Bonner.
Leah Copper from outside.
And no good.
Pass to Swish.
From deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
The Mercury with another miss.
Here's Soul.
Bonner defending. Here's Swish. From beyond the arc and then some.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
Timeout called for Mercury.
Now the coach needs to get him back into a flow offensively. Things have slowed down, and they're starting kind of to force their shots.
Yeah, things have snowballed on them here. You know, the misses just started piling up. I like this timeout to sort of calm down the team and get reset.
substitutions. Pass to Thomas. Copper outside. Clock at 6. That one's good. Maybe that'll get her going after a 2-for-6 start.
Are you kidding me? Copper is shredding defenders with her handles.
Sheldon outside.
And she gets the bucket.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Thomas outside. Copper fires from deep. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
You know, for a wing, Copper doesn't take a ton of threes, really picks her spots.
Pass to Swish.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And, you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Now here's Copper. She's got 10.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
And there's the call on Alyssa Thomas. That is her first foul of the game.
Kalea Copper. Checking in for Toronto, number 24, Madison Scott.
Now here's Swish.
13 points in this game.
Sheldon. She's covered by Copper.
She's covered by Thomas. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Dawkins. The three-pointer off the mark.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
She just used her height that time down low. That's a pretty hard play to defend against.
Bonner outside. Dawkins. And the three off target.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
And it's the Mercury with the ball.
Copper left side.
Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good.
She's leading the way offensively. Can they ride her back into it?
Sheldon outside. Swish.
Shoots. And she drops that one in.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Bonner. Copper.
Defended by Sheldon. Copper misses.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Here's Swish. Basket made. That gives her 7 field goals and 13 tries.
8 of the last 10 points, that's right, you heard me right. 8 of their last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint. Something's got to change.
You know, the defense making it far too easy for them, and they're taking advantage.
It's so hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and she still hasn't registered a single point.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Isn't it great to see a player who worked so hard on the glass at both ends?
You love it. That's what she's built her reputation on. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And all that effort pays off, Blake. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from her?
Now here's Bonner. Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Swish. Good.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Man, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good on the shot.
You know, it wasn't the best start for her, but she's shaking it off here in the second.
Sheldon right side. And good that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Dawkins drops in the tray.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you. And they did this.
The shot's good.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Copper. She's got 17. Dawkins. And the Mercury, another 3.
I'll give Copper so much credit going from a partial starter to an all-star. Part of why, improved passing.
Swish with it. She's got 19. The 17-footer uses the glass to drop it in.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Copper outside. Dawkins. Good as the jump shot falls. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. And without question, Swish displaying her skill set today.
We put on a show from 3-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on it.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep beating her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Here's Copper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall. Scott. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Anybody want to bet that she won't miss that shot the next time she takes it?
Down low.
Toronto ball.
Outside Charles. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. 6 to shoot. Misses the jumper.
Thomas a screen. On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Launches a three. That'll fall for her 7th bucket. 7 of 15 this game.
We've seen that Copper is capable of big things on offense. And I'm starting to think this is going to be one of those nights.
Pass to Sheldon.
Charles. Shoots over Thomas. Charles with the bucket.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
Now here's Copper.
She's got 20. Thomas outside. Over Charles. And that's collected by Tina Charles. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Up top, Thomas. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Always in motion, Thomas is an emphatic and energetic player, and you just know when she's on the court. She makes you feel her presence.
Now here's Sheldon.
She's got 16. The three-pointer, no good.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Pass to Brown. Copper. And the layup is good.
You in this league score it like Copper. When she's on like tonight, it is a sight to behold.
Thomas with the steal. Now Copper. 22 points for her. Nifty move.
It's rebounded by Sheldon. Well, the term unicorn, a one-of-one type player, certainly fits Alyssa Thomas.
We really haven't seen a player like her easily leading the WNBA when it comes to career triple-doubles. Thomas is 6'2", but she never takes threes. You watch her play, there's never been a player like her in the W.
Now here's Thomas. She's got 6. And here's Copper. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thomas. Let's go with a 3. It's not going to go for her. Outside Charles.
Pass to Sheldon.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Copper, right side.
Can't get it to fall.
Credit to D there. Got in her face, got her hands up, made sure she was not comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on her. Didn't allow her the space she needed to get a good shot off. I just love that effort. She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now here's Copper.
And again, Phoenix no good. Back to Charles. She's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in my book and anyone's book. Here's Thomas. She's got 6. And the basket by Copper.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Outside Charles. Through the net again. She's done that 10 times tonight, and she's only needed 11 shots to get there. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thomas a screen. Aaliyah Copper for 3. Rebound, Tina Charles. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Sheldon.
Off the mark there with the 3.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Copper.
She's got 24. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Stolen away. Pass to Thomas. Yep, that goes.
And inside, Thomas has tremendous touch around the paint.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Charles, it's good.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Thomas outside. Pass to Brown.
Now here's Copper.
Just 5 on the clock. The tray. The rebound by Charles.
She's been ice cold from three-point range since halftime, and she continues to fire away. She's got to tone it down.
Shoots over Thomas. Mercury with the rebound. Now here's Brown. Pass to Copper. Thomas, guarded by Charles. No good.
Really, she's had a nose for the ball. She's their top rebounder.
Well, she has been today, no question. Just unbelievable effort that she's showing on the glass.
Fades back, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
Doesn't mind the mid-range shot. Charles plays smart and will take what the defense gives her.
Pass to Thomas.
The kick out to Copper.
Misses the 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Sheldon outside.
Here's Charles. And Charles is going to pick up the foul. That's her first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's the Mercury with the ball. Bonner outside. Pass to Turner. Dawkins. She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Swish with it. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Bonner left side. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Bonner is a talented shooter, so seeing her drain the answer is not a huge shock to me.
Golson's shot's good.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Lots of room. That shot missing.
I don't know if she just ran out of gas or what, but she's been awful since the second half started. Got to get recharged.
Now here's Swish. She's covered by Copper.
Fast break, here they come. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Streaking down the floor, Copper put on the burners to complete that break.
Here's Golson. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
Here's Nelson.
DeWanna Bonner with the rebound. Fires for three.
And Soul pulls it down. Pass to Swish.
Shoots the three.
Kalia Copper grabs the miss.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
And a miss there on the triple.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Here's Osborne.
To the left side wing. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Knocks down the three ball.
She's really picking up where she left off in the first half.
Bonner outside. For three. Drains the three-pointer. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Pass to Swish.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front. And it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now Soul.
From downtown, Turner grabs the board.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Now Swish. And here's Soul.
Drops in the layup for two.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
And the Mercury with possession. Bonner outside. Three-pointer.
Offensive rebound.
Dawkins. No good from outside.
She's just not been on her game. The deficit, it's really not totally on her, but she hasn't helped the situation.
Swish. She's covered by Copper. Pass to Osborne. Here's Nelson.
Just 5 to shoot. The three.
Mack grabs the miss.
To the middle. Banked in off the glass.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
For three. Swish can't hit. Bonner outside. Pings moves in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. And where's the cheese?
With the crossover,
Swish grabs the board.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
here's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
They have got to get a hand in her face. I mean, she is unconscious from downtown.
Pass to Bonner. There's a screen. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
She's shaking off that slow start and giving them a boost here in the second half.
Now here's Swish.
Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. To the paint. And it's Turner missing.
Here's Soul.
Out to the wing. Out to the left wing. Nelson. No good on the three. Bonner outside. And it's Dolson with the rebound.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
It's rebounded by Phoenix. Bonner outside. Dawkins. The Mercury with another miss.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Soul.
And there's the pick. Beyond the arc. Swish can't hit. And the Mercury with possession. Dawkins. No good with the triple.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
Now here's Swish.
Dolson. Bonner defending. The fadeaway. Dolson. Shot's good.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from her. She's been passing up on her shot a little bit more than usual. You know, even though she is hitting the ones that she takes.
Here's Bonner from the arc. Good for basket number 6 for her in this contest. She's shooting 6 for 12.
From beyond the arc, DeWanna Bonner can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Now here's Dolson.
Pass to Osborne.
And here's Swish from deep. The shot misses.
Copper outside.
Switch back with me. Switch back with me.
Lets the three fly. It doesn't go for her.
She's missing shot after shot after shot from three-point land. This is not a fourth quarter she's going to want to remember.
Pass to Swish.
Shot clock at 6. Gets a three-pointer to fall. And so they get the victory here at home tonight. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you just have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
We've got the Indiana Fever.
I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Ryan Banafitemi. Let's get these WNBA playoffs going with the quarterfinals. Game 1. It's the top seed hosting the 8th seed. Any chance for a major upset here, guys?
Personally, I doubt it. I mean, this 1 seed has dominated all season long. I think they're the team to beat in these playoffs, but remember, it's just a 3-game series, so some serious variance in play.
Charles. Defended by Carter. That one drops for her.
They get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward.
Yeah, sometimes that first bucket can really set a tone, as you said, for the rest of the game.
Now here's Boston. Here's Clark. Pass to Bell.
4 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky. Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Clark outside.
Here's Boston.
Guarded by Charles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. No good on the triple.
Pass to Charles. Over Boston.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Clark outside. Fires for 3. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Well, teams, they try to take the 3 away from Clark, but she still finds ways to nail him.
Pass to Charles. Sheldon with it.
Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Here's the Fever with the ball. They trail by 3. Clark outside. Takes the 3. Doesn't get it to drop forward. From deep 3-point range, Mitchell grabs the board.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. And it's all evened up.
Well, you just know Mitchell loves the 3 shot. She's even led the league in attempts from the arc before.
Sheldon outside.
And she banks in the layup.
I love her confidence. We've seen it right from the opening tip.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Bell. Clark outside.
Boston sets a screen.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well done to finish that one off.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here is Mitchell. Caitlin Clark with the 3. That one, no good.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. Maybe that's why she missed.
And she gets the bucket.
We're seeing some good ball movement out of them.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Pass to Boston.
Back to Mitchell. Clark. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Never a bad idea to set up Caitlin Clark, and she's seemingly always ready to fire.
And
And here's Charles. He's guarded by Boston. A nice shot by Charles.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's Clark. 5 points in the game. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Here's Sheldon. Goes up on the stripe. It drops for her third basket. She's only missed one shot. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Boston. Misses that one. She's 0 for 1 from the floor. To the paint. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
Yeah, they've got themselves in front right now with some outstanding shooting right off the bat. You like to see that aggression early on.
It's been just an absolute clinic at that end of the floor. They're filling it up.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for her. Clark can't get it to go.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Sheldon outside. Pass to Charles. That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Clark. She's got 5. Here's Boston. The bank shot, no good. 3-pointer. Up and in for basket number 4, and that makes her 4 for 5.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got to do better.
Pass to Sheldon. In their first shot attempt, rebounded by the Fever. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Boston. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Now Sheldon. 9 points in the game. Charles up and in for basket number 4, and that makes her 4 for 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, he's made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were inside. They've established themselves inside. And where's the cheese? Well, there's so much to like about Caitlin Clark's offensive game, but to me, it all starts with that excellent jump shot.
Pass to Charles. 11 feet out. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston. Indiana with the ball. A 12-point game. And here's Clark. Harder, guarded by Dolson. Back to Clark. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple.
That's a short 3 from Caitlin Clark if you consider where she's usually making them from.
Pass to Swish. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here's Clark. She's got 10. And another basket for Indiana.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
From deep. Sheldon misses. To the middle. She scores her 6th bucket from the floor with that one. And she shot the ball 11 times.
And Caitlin Clark lighting it up, a fantastic player. We're seeing her talent on full display.
Now here's Charles. 8 points for her.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Clark. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a three. Not going to go that time. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Swish. Plenty of space. A rebound by Harris.
Well, you have to like their work in the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Swish with it. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up by 5. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin.
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
Here's Mitchell. Stolen by Swish. To the inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Now here's Harris. Looking for her first basket still in this one. There's the triple, and Kelsey Mitchell hits from deep.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Pass to Soul. Shot from 12. The Fever pull it in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Hines Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's where Hines Allen likes to go to work, right around the rim.
And here's Soul. Now here's Swish. Pass to Soul.
Here's Swish. The three-pointer off the mark.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Mitchell, shot's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run. Well, the coaches, they clearly don't like what's going on there, and they want to talk things over.
And why wouldn't they talk things over? I mean, really, you had to take a time out there and just try to take away some of the opponent's momentum.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Covered by Harris. Stolen by Harris. And it's the Fever on the break. Cunningham with the bucket.
They're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily climbing.
Yeah, we're not math guys, but you want it to increase as the game gets longer.
Absolutely.
Pass to Soul.
Can they get it?
Hines Allen pulls it in.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. That shot is off. Comes up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6.
Now Soul.
Wide open. And she hits the jump shot.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Screen by Hines Allen. Pass to Bell. Harris.
It's good from long range.
They've been outstanding from three-point range this quarter.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Now Soul.
Inside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Her quickness and soft touch around the rim, it allows her to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in the arsenal.
Pass to Harris. Mitchell.
Now here's Harris.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Bell. There's the three. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Out there to help others. Harris, such a good teammate.
Covered by Harris.
This one for 3.
Swish. Good.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Pass to Harris.
And here's Cunningham.
For 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And she lobs up toward the rim.
Stupendous. Save that one. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful. Give it to us over and over again.
Can we see it again?
Please, can we see it again? I mean, you are not going to top that alley-oop.
Pass to Bell.
From past the arc. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor.
And here's Soul.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Now here's Swift.
And she hits it to tie up the game.
2 more three-point field goals for her here in the second quarter. Somebody has got to get a hand up.
Timeout called for Fever. So both teams changing it up here. to Harris for three. The shot, no good. Down low. Great pass to set up the land.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now here's Clark. 17 points in the game. Pass to Harris. Clark cans it from downtown.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
You can see her give a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop.
A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other.
And that's a great play to make it a close game. Potential momentum builder, if you ask me.
Now here's Harris. Clark outside. And the fever hit again from deep.
That is a huge performance for her. She drained 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and she's got 2 more here in the second.
Here's Sheldon. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Boston outside. Back to Clark. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Sheldon.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Watches it. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting. Indiana trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Clark. Boston sets a screen. Another miss there by Caitlin Clark. Now Sheldon. Swish. That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
After having a tough time in the first, she's managed to turn it around here in the second quarter.
Now Clark. She's got 23. Pass to Harris. The tray. Another miss for her. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Sheldon. Out to the wing. Here's Swish. And the shot goes in.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string together some successful offensive possessions and play tough D.
Clark. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Pass to Sheldon. The Fever pull it in. And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Caitlin Clark outside. Drops in the tray.
She's on pace to have an all-time shooting performance if the defense continues to allow her to knock these down.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Here's Bell. And another 3 for Indiana.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 3. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. now, the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
And that ties it up.
And Kelsey Mitchell is a gunner, someone who enjoys trying her luck from way outside the arc.
Pass to Charles. Nifty move, and she lays it up and in.
For that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now Carter. Here's Clark. And that one drops for her.
What a tremendous night for Clark. Hey, get used to this. I mean, she's going to be pouring points in for a very long time.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Pass to Sheldon.
6 on the shot clock. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, that's a reliable shot for Sheldon. She's comfortable from the mid-range area.
Clark with it. 28 points for her. Mitchell. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Here's Bell. She has 6. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Charles. Back to Mitchell. Clark for the lead. Drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
It's been quite the game for Clark.
She's just in a groove right now. I don't think they can stop her altogether, but you have to make her work harder than she has been.
Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
There's 3 of 4 to start the half.
The Fever trailing. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Sheldon.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've been 4 of their first 5 tries.
Pass to Carter. Mitchell. To the left side wing. To the paint. Clark outside. No good with the triple. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Charles, it's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor.
2 tough points for Tina Charles, one of the all-time W leaders in scoring.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 18. Clark outside. Takes it out to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. That shot, no good.
No getting around the fact that that's a shot she has to knock down.
Charles with it.
Working on Boston.
Charles, shot's good.
A reliable interior scoring option. Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
Now here's Mitchell. And here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Good on the three-point shot.
They've given up so many threes today.
Their defensive rotations on the perimeter have been abysmal.
Now here's Charles.
He's guarded by Boston.
Now Sheldon. Score the bucket. She is 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Now here's Boston.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Clark outside. And that's collected by Tina Charles.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Lets it go from deep. Carter with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Clark. He's got 31. That one goes in.
It really never gets old, does it? Clark is just such a skilled shooter.
Pass to Charles. To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Now here's Carter. Back to Clark for the tie.
It's rebounded by Sheldon.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game portion.
They get it again.
The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tina Charles.
And she had one in the first as well. And look, we all know that she can be dangerous from downtown. So the defense can't forget about her.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
The Fever making a switch here. Now Mitchell. She's got 21. Pass to Cunningham. Clark.
Pulls it.
Right side Carter. Here's Cunningham. Shoots over Swish. Indiana again missing.
Hard work on the glass once again, guys. They put a lot of effort into their rebounding.
And that interior play, it's made a big
22 points for her.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. Pass to Carter. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. They need this. He squares up and sinks it.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back.
Sheldon outside. Excellent defense from Caitlin Clark. Indiana trailing. Outside Cunningham. Stolen by Swish.
The finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam on the other end.
It really was a case of great defense triggering some instant offense.
And she sure is causing some havoc out there.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 23. Boston outside. Up top, Carter. Clark outside.
The shot will not fall.
Pass to Sheldon. Screen by Charles.
Fires the three.
Sheldon misses.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Now here's Mitchell. Cunningham left side. Shoots over Swish. Indiana again missing. From deep.
Got it off in time, but it's no good.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. They're up by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports.
And the final period of play just about to get started here.
Pass to Sheldon.
Would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming on the end of an alley-oop.
What a lob.
Man, they've got this team hanging on for dear life right now.
To the inside.
Boston. And she converts the layup.
Whenever Boston gets a touch inside, most of the time, you can pretty much put up 2 points.
Pass to Dolson.
From outside the arc.
J.C. Sheldon nails the triple.
She is starting to heat up from outside. That's her second 3-ball of the half.
Here's Bell. Now here's Boston. And here's Harris.
Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
Pass to Sheldon. Up top, Swish.
And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other.
Now here's Harris.
Takes the three.
Boston, good.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
They get it back. Swish, good.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Hines Allen. Boston sets a screen.
The three is up. Hines Allen can't get it to go. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Harris. Let's go with a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Working off the ball. Harris sticking that jumper.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth.
Back to Sheldon.
From deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
She's really getting it going right now. We know that she got one earlier, but she has a 3 in this half.
Boston.
Guarded by Dolson. The left wing.
Outside Cunningham.
Here's the three. And the fever hit again from deep.
So competitive. Sophie Cunningham, the response triple.
Swish with it.
The three ball.
Stacey Sheldon nails the triple.
Wow, great performance from the arc here in this second half, right?
Pass to Bell. Harris. Outside, Hines Allen. Boston sets a screen.
Pulls up, high post. And Stephanie Dolson with the block.
And that 6'5" length coming in clutch for Dolson. Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Now here's Cunningham.
From downtown. No good there.
And here's Soul.
Here's Swish. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. Their offense in the paint hasn't been up to par.
Cunningham.
Hits the three-point bomb.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
Sheldon outside.
To the middle.
Swish. Covered by Hines Allen.
First personal foul. First team foul. For Toronto, Vanilla Nelson. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good at the line. Now here's Clark. Fires from deep. She can't get that one.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
And the basket is good.
I admire Charles's business-like approach on the boards. She's relentless about keeping possessions alive.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Puts up a three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
It's been an extremely efficient, productive game for her, but really, she can't do it all herself.
Here's Swish. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Yeah, so much for repeating the three-point barrage she put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second half.
Back to Mitchell. Clark lets the three fly. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's speed.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Charles, she's guarded by Boston. And it's Charles missing. And it's the Fever ball. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
The shot finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Now here's Charles. Pass to Swish. Unloads. Sinks in. What rain from downtown.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Clark. Shoots the three. He can't get it to go. And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Outside Charles. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range. Swish. Good.
Oh, man, what a shot. She hit that from another time zone.
I know, guys. You just watch her pull up. Always so dangerous.
Now here's Carter. Back to Clark. From the arc. Drills in from outside.
That's what she does, folks. You have to expect Clark will clap back.
And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Here's Bell. Boston outside. Caitlin Clark with the three. Swish grabs the board.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
Oh, I think the lights are out. Give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today.
Just so businesslike, so calm, such a dominant performance.
Mitchell outside. Clark. The three-pointer, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Swish with it. And that one good.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They've got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And that'll wrap it up.
Once again, the Indiana Hoosiers hang you.